All right, we're checking things out here. Everything should be online. We're logged into the Wi-Fi at the rink. If anyone has any issues with that, let me know. Well, text John Morgan at 307-413-9933. Or text Laura Cuddy, and she'll come over here and tell us. And we can always log into a hotspot. Never know how the Wi-Fi is going to work in the rinks. You got it? All right. Sounds like we are on and ready to go. Here we go. It's Paul and John here, setting up for game 2. We are playing Chatfield High School. Is that right?
I believe so.
Chatfield High School, which we've learned is the rival of Christian Earl's alma mater.
Ooh.
Yes, Christian Earl went to Columbine High School here, and apparently Chatfield was their go-to hate team. So if we hear any loud chirping from on the other side of the glass, it's either Christian or, well, probably Jason because he's close to us. Yeah, there you go. Oh, but he's going to be in the penalty box. Cool. We're putting Jason in the penalty box right off the bat. Way to go. Early on.
I don't know. Depends on the refs.
All right, you can already tell that we are at ice level here. We are at the number 3 rink at the Suburban Complex, so there's no stands here. There is just us sitting right at the glass. So, but our girls are fired up. Looks like they are in the away darks again. Away? I don't know. Who knows? Home? We're home today? Home darks. I thought the last team was wearing darks, though, and they had them as the guest on the screen.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they're doing there. Normally, home is dark.
Well, we'll let you know when it shows up on the yellow scoreboard.
That's right. First one with the one.
Looks like Peyton Earl is going to be in net here tonight, but she's not wearing her gleamingly new helmet, maybe? She just bought a brand new helmet today, I heard. Unless she put the stickers that were on the old helmet on the new helmet, which I guess is possible.
Got a little pure hockey
Yep.
Black Friday buy-in, huh?
Yep. Yes, Fiona will be in some new breezers. Yes. I think she got those at Center Ice Hockey, though, but they had a sale going on, too, so.
Pure hockey didn't have sales.
There wasn't, yeah.
Oh. I mean, there was, just not the stuff that you normally want.
Right, just on all the crud, right?
Tape and things like that.
Yeah.
Skates? Yeah.
Buy one, get one free on green biscuit pucks. Great.
We can do this.
I'm surprised being so cold. I mean, it's got to be a ZAM issue, right?
It definitely waters heavy. It never seems to fail the first little bit they play.
All right, here they come, everybody. That's your Team Wyoming. That might be the new helmet. She might have just put the stickers on there. It's looking awfully shiny,
It is.
we'll say. Well, this is a treat for all of you folks who are watching from afar. You get to see the girls here up close. We're usually at the top of the stands here. Yeah, sorry, I tightened everything down because it was flopping. Yeah, so I don't think we have much of a scouting report on this other team here. Yeah, none of us have ever heard of them. Ever in all the years coming down here to Denver hockey tournaments, I've never seen them. So. Yeah. Yep. The Steelheads team that was just playing, they look pretty sharp. That'll be a tough one if we see them in a playoff or something later. There must be a lot of water on the ice. Mallory just got the puck to stick to her blade, and she was able to flip it around and sort of shake it off.
Yeah, it's, I don't know what it is about this rink. It just does not freeze well.
Yeah, look at all the slush around the crease where Peyton is, right?
Usually where it is, it's usually slushy.
Yeah.
It really hurts in the third period.
This is going to test you. You're going to have like the quick reflexes panning.
Yeah.
You know?
Trying to switch back and forth so I can zoom in and out. The puck's going to be down there all the time. I'm counting.
I don't know. Well, if we're shooting there twice, too bad. Can we figure out how to get down where that dude is over there? Maybe for the third period or something, yeah. You definitely can't cut through the boards, or through the benches, I should say.
Yeah, I've only gone like 3/4 of the way down.
All right, the girls had a great week, or great morning, I should say. Up against Colorado 14ers. A 3-0 win. So Arrington Huffman got the shutout. Faced 12 shots, we looked up. 12 shots. I think that was generous. They said Wyoming had 37 shots, was the official tally on game sheet. Yep. All right, hopefully they can roll the same momentum. We'll do our best to call the action, especially as it's far down the ice there, for when the Team Wyoming is going to be on the offensive side of the ice. Refs are calling for the team to come on out. Wyoming's fired up. Peyton's riding her way down to the corral here. Looks like we got Anna Anderson on center to start the game. It's Mallory Akers and Dottie. So switching up the lines a little bit. Mallory and Dottie together on the wing pair this time. Puck comes into the Wyoming zone, but is quickly ejected all the way back in now. Chatfield had to tag up, so Kingsley picks up the puck, but it's stripped from her. Chatfield gets a turnover inside the zone here, so they're going to get an opportunity. Ooh, this looks like it might be a chance, but we'll get that one popped out by Dottie. It's not enough for an icing. Chatfield punches one right into their own bench. So we're going to get a face-off just outside of the zone. Change up our lines. It's Jade McWilliams, Fiona Morgan, and Willow Koltiska on the front end. Ellie and Lou on the back end. They're actually going to bring this face-off down into the face-off circle because it was Chatfield that put it into their own bench. Willow wins the face-off back to Jade. Jade gets it. Oh, tried to get it back to Lou, but Chatfield picked up the puck. Here comes Willow into the corner. She's going to pick it up and reverse it back up the boards. Jade's there. She taps it forward. She was hoping Fiona Morgan would be in the middle of the ice, but a Chatfield player was there instead. Chatfield gets it into the zone. Ellie's collected it and pushed it back down towards the goal. This will be an icing. And can already tell we're going to have a little bit more spirited game here than we had this morning. So far, the Chatfield team looks like they know how to get possession of the puck and hold on to it, as does Team Wyoming. So Macy is taking the face off here with Dottie and Mallory. Sorry, Dottie and Mallory. Macy gets the puck. She's exiting the zone, crossing mid-ice. She passes it up to Mallory. Mallory's in deep. She's at the face-off circle. Gets a shot on goal. A big, juicy rebound. Not able for Dottie to pick that one up. Puck comes out of the zone. Lou picks it up at center ice. She has chipped it in along the blue. It's now behind the net. Chatfield is deciding what they want to do, left or right, coming straight up the middle. Macy's given a hard forecheck there. Knock the puck back down below the face-off circle. Here is a nice turnover right in the middle. We're going to get our first real shot on goal. It's a blocker save. I think that was a Mallory Akers shot. Ellie pinches in from the far side boards, and Chatfield escapes the zone. This one's reversed back out by Mallory. Chatfield's happy to dump it in and send in a forechecker. We've got Madison Phipps in here trying to hunt for it. There's two Chatfield players in the corner. Madison's giving it a go. Kingsley's trying to take patrol of the front of the net, coordinating with her D partner. Now we got two brown on one white. We're going to pop that one back to the point. This looks like it's going to be a shot on goal, and Peyton Earl will eat it up. So defensive zone face-off for Team Wyoming. We switched out our wings. We now have Fiona Morgan out there with Jade McWilliams. Madison picks it up behind the net. She finds Jade. Jade chips it up to herself. Nice job off the boards. She passes it into the middle, trying for Fiona Morgan just ahead of her. Fiona picks it up in the boards, does a nice backhand pass, but it's intercepted by Chatfield. Couldn't find Anna Anderson right there in the front, but Anna's in pursuit. This one's coming all the way down for an icing, so we're going to go all the way to the far side of the ice. That was a good little play, though, Jade there to escape the zone on her own and then find her forward partners. Willow's taking the face off now. Looks like she's still got Fiona and Jade with her. Lou and Ellie on the back end. Face off one. It goes to, it was to Jade. She fluttered one into the middle. It did a little Plinko action off a shoulder pad and such. This puck comes all the way in the zone. It's collected by Lou Adams in front of the net. Oh, wow. Had to be really on it there. Peyton Earl did, watching that shot come in from Chatfield. Ellie takes one in the grill, but she's able to get it out. Willow decides to turn on the Jets coming up. She's got Jade with her. Jade's going to try to find somebody in the middle right now. It's a blocker save back to the behind the net. In the near face-off circle, Chatfield picks it up and tries to get it up along the boards. Jade pops that one in and goes for a change. Both Willow and Jade are changing. Chatfield brings it in over the blue line, but it's swallowed up by brown jerseys. Here comes Dottie picking up the puck, and she gets challenged at the center ice red line. Chatfield gets the puck, wheeling and spinning, trying to get his own entry. It is in the zone, but there's a lot of Team Wyoming players there to pick up the puck. Macy Baker gets interfered with, right, coming over the blue line, and no call there. Chatfield gets the puck out of the neutral zone, is going to take a shot. Peyton Earl makes a quick pad save. The puck is kept in by Chatfield at the point. Behind the net here is Madison Phipps. Phelps, excuse me. She tries to get the puck out. It goes off a skate. Her D partner, Lou Adams, picks it up. Lost the puck. Here we go. Calm it down, girls. There's Mallory throwing a big, huge launcher out there to Dottie. It's going to come in on the Chatfield goalie. She plays it into the corner. This one's on the near side wall. There's a lot of players there. We'll see what comes out of the pile. We've got a lot of skates and sticks fighting for the puck. We got some changing going on the Team Wyoming side. This one goes back to Madison. Madison collects, goes to the bottom side of her own face-off circle. Fiona's covering for her at the point. She tries to get it up front, spins around. Oh, this one's right in the middle. Let's see if Fiona can put it on a backhand. Nope. Maybe had time to swing that one around to forehand to just get a shot in as a rebound potential. Watch out, crossing over your teammates. Little chaos there on the Sideboards. Fiona goes in, hot, takes a quick shot, does not hit the net, scoots right by. Not a lot of possession control here, but Chatfield's been sprung out here now. They've got two defenders, Fiona on the back check and Lou Adams on defense. Oh, wow, that was a close one there. Good thing that the puck popped up in the air off a Kingsley Anderson challenge so that the Chatfield player didn't have the opportunity to get a good wood on it at Peyton Earl. So Anna is looking for Fiona, who was able to tip it, but that's still going to end up being icing because she was on this side of the real estate. Coming all the way back down, I think we're going to switch out our forwards. Looks like Ellie and Lou are going to be our back end here. Willow's looking at the face-off dot hungrily. Dottie and Mallory on wing. Mallory challenges that face-off win and is able to pop it out. She's got enough room to maybe get it in the zone and out. Nope, it's going to be offside. Still a good play to push that puck out of our zone and towards the Chatfield net as quickly as possible. This looks like a pretty even matchup so far in terms of zone time and possession. A couple shots on goal in both directions. This puck's dumped in deep. Ellie's not sure what was going on there. Ellie decided to let the Chatfield player pick it up behind the net, and then she guarded the front. Here we go. Mallory intercepts a pass right between the hash marks. This puck, wow, that was a nasty deflection right in the front there, but Peyton Earl was up to the task. There we go. Macy is on center in this game. Macy is tagged up here with Jade and Fiona as her wing partners. This puck, wow, a quick sneaky one comes in from the point. Peyton saw it all the way, kicked it off to the far side boards. Chatfield picks it up behind the net, and they're looking for a quick sauce right into the middle. Fiona Morgan's able to pick it up, though. She just misses Jade McWilliams, but this one will not be icing. Chatfield has to go back and collect. Fiona's looking like she might want to pin that one against the boards here. Puck's collected by Chatfield behind their own net. They pass it up to their wing, looking for a breakout. They chip it up high. Did not hit the netting, apparently, but it does come out of the zone. Fiona on forward is able to pick it up and pass it to her D. That's Kingsley Anderson who gets it up on a bounce pass. Just missed Macy Baker. Chatfield picks it up. Chatfield now collects the puck at mid-ice, and quickly there is Jade to say no, no, no. These near side boards are the hardest ones to pay attention to in this filming position. You can't really tell what's going on when stuff happens over there. But Chatfield's over the blue line. They look like they're going to get a shot on goal. This one hits off Kingsley. Nice block. And a nice deft little tap out there for Dottie Brunner. Kingsley's going to pick this one up again. She's looking for Mallory. Oh, doesn't get all of it on this one because of the pressure she had from Chatfield. But Kingsley's not giving up. Oh, Macy loses an edge and goes into the corner. Good thing she didn't get a penalty for that one on any kind of tripping action. Macy's out over the blue line. She takes a long stretch pass that gets intercepted. This is a challenge here from behind the net for Kingsley. And the Chatfield player is looking for someone in the high slot. Oh, and the puck goes up high and in the goal. Not sure if the referee blocked that for you, but she came out of the corner, sort of was looking at the players that she could have passed to in the high slot and decided to roof it from a tough angle. Peyton didn't have a great opportunity there on that one. Her teammates giving her the shoulder taps there, let her know it's all right. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there while folks were a little bit concerned with that pass coming into the high slot. They did not anticipate that player from Chatfield was going to have such a deadly shot from a tough angle. So puck's down in the Chatfield zone. Fiona passes it back to the D. That's Ellie Tower. She pumps it back into Fiona. Chased around the net is Anna Anderson. Anna is looking for something in front too. Ellie picks it up. She's looking for some space, get away from some shin pads. She can't do it, so she passes back to Fiona Morgan. Fiona gets it down below the goal, plays a bounce pass that hits the back of the goal. And it looks like Anna Anderson's fighting for the puck along the near side boards in the corner. Oh, Ellie's pinched in here. Ellie's shoots one around the back of the net. Chatfield's got two players along the boards that are able to easily bump it out from Lou, but that will be an icing. Fiona made it look like she was racing really hard. I don't think she was actually trying that hard to get that one. All right, face off in the offensive zone. Let's get it back, ladies. This is Dottie and Mallory, I think, with Willow on centers. So Willow takes it up through her own slot. There's a whole bunch of collisions and pucks careening off of players. Ellie collects it and tries to get it out and gonna give up a pretty juicy chance, but Peyton is there to pick up the rebounds there. That all started with a clear trying to get up the boards that Chatfield was able to stop and place right back in the middle of the ice and get a really great opportunity. Chatfield collects the face-off. Here we go. Nice pass by Dottie Brunner back to Willow. Willow cuts to the center. Let's see what she can do. Shot goes high. I don't know if the goalie got a piece of that or if it just went over the net. That was a nice little play. Madison trying to fight with her stick, and she does. All right, Team Wyoming picks it up in the neutral zone. They have entered into their offensive zone. Dottie gets a shot on net, or maybe that was Madison. Puck goes down into the far side corner. Chatfield picks it up behind their net, does a reversal, but we're going to get Kingsley to pick that one up. She throws one towards the net. It gets deflected behind the goal. Picked up by Chatfield in the far corner. Madison is able to pick that one off the yellow kick plate and get behind the net. Oh, took a really dangerous shot there right at goal line level. Making something out of nothing. Here comes a nice, powerful shot from the point from Kingsley. There's a blocker save by the goalie. Got to spread it out here a little bit, ladies. Chatfield comes away with a puck, but they try a pass. It gets deflected back into their own zone. They're looking for a good breakout. Macy was able to back that one in. So it's still in the Chatfield zone. Challenge there. Fiona Morgan gets hit pretty hard and down, all clean. Kept in at the point by Ellie. Ellie just chips it forward. Fiona's going to have to pick this one up on the outside of the zone. So we're in the neutral, back into our own zone. Lou Adams has the puck. She passes it up to Ellie, but Ellie was not prepared for that. Fiona passes it into the zone, straight down the slot, and it's picked up by Chatfield. Coming through the center ice, dumped into the corner. That one gets off the lively boards. Wow, uh-oh, that's my daughter. Holy shit. Pause. Oh no, that's so. That's Lou Adams, isn't it? Heads up, don't duck. There we go. Way to go, Lou. Way to go, Lou. She got her head up. Heads up, don't duck, right? That was a tough one when she went into the boards. That looked a little scary. Looked a little scary. Yes, there is a penalty on the play. I didn't see what it was. Probably an interference or a trip.
Either one.
Yeah. All right, so a bit of a scare turns into a power play for Team Wyoming. We've got Anna Anderson on the face-off dot. And Madison Phelps gets a quick one. Oh, that was almost a really great play. She fluttered one down middle. The goalie was just there to get the... Oh, come on! We got to get better at these rebounds, man. Woo! This one's coming all the way down, and Peyton's going to pick it up with her stick and try to find a player to pass up to. She finds Mallory on the side, tries to get it to Anna, but Chatfield picks it up. They're going to rifle it in. There's no icing on the shorthand. That's Madison picking it up on the far side boards, feathers it over to Anna. Anna is looking to cut to the middle. She does. She's got a little space. She decides to go wide and drop it for, maybe that's Dottie. Yep. And Dottie fired one, just went wide of the net. Ellie, oh, what a bounce off the boards that hit the top of the yellow kick plate and kind of bounced funny. So went over Ellie's stick. Anna's into the zone now, top of the face-off circle, takes a shot, goes back around the back of the net. It's caught at the hash marks and passed back in. Madison catches this one at the top of the face-off circle, but she's not able to keep possession. Dottie does, though, a little bit of a back check early on in that breakout opportunity. This puck has left the zone and is now down deep in the Team Wyoming zone. We've got Madison fighting for it. Oh, geez, another tumble right in front of the same boards that Lou Adams just went down in front of there. It does seem like that body contact is setting some of the girls off guard here. Somewhat dangerous pass by Ellie right up the middle, but it was picked up by Dottie. Dottie gets it to Mallory. It's stolen from Chatfield. Chatfield gets over the blue line and picked up by Anna. Here we go, 3-on-2. Oh, we're going to do a change. So Anna's just going to fire this one in over the goal. It's behind the net. Fiona Morgan's in there. Fiona's got to get some fire onto those skates. The penalty is over. There's 44 seconds left in the first period. Fiona Morgan picks it up. She enters the zone cleanly, takes a shot along the ice. It goes left of the net. There's definitely a bit more body contact in this game than what we experienced this morning. All of it, or most of it, pretty clean, I would say, but definitely a little bit more of a physical game. Shot on goal that Peyton is able to fight off with her blocker or chest pad. Couldn't quite tell from here, but based on the sound, it was maybe a chest. Lou Adams is back out on the ice, ladies and gentlemen, so she's feeling no worse for the wear out there. That's the end of the first. Team Wyoming down 1-0 to Chatfield. All right, well, that was a scary-looking glide into the boards by Lou Adams on a tough play that turned into a penalty. I'm looking at over at Lou's parents across the ice, and they seem a lot happier than they were about 5 minutes ago. But Lou was out on the ice here, back in the game. Girl's got a lot of fire, great skater. Need her to help us out here for sure. Need all these girls. All right, Paul, what do the girls need to do? Spread out. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I did the opportunity that they scored on was that Chatfield did was a good example of instead of having somebody right in front of the net, they had somebody up at the hash marks, which got our defense to sort of back up into the slot and gave that girl an opportunity. So that's a way of making more ice for the good shooters in there. So. She did. Well, she still had to hit that small spot. Yep. Face-off won by Team Wyoming. Picked up by Dottie Brunner. She passes it into the middle. Into chase is Mallory Akers. Puck goes around the net. Macy Baker's there. Does a nice pinch along the boards. Grabs the puck out. Here comes Mallory. Mallory's got another crack at it. Another. Oh, wow. We had 2 or 3 good shots, but nothing hit the net. Macy's not used to having this much action on her hands here. This one's going to be offside for a couple seconds, but now we go out. Dottie gives the good forecheck. You know, the best thing about a forecheck is just getting somebody in the way, right? You'd make turnovers. Don't always have to steal the puck. You just got to create a turnover. Puck's in the neutral zone. It has entered the zone, but why is that one not an offside? Are they saying that she got pushed in? Because that came out and went that way. But this one hits the top of the dasher and comes behind the net. That's Madison. Oh, no, that's Macy Baker. Madison Phelps challenges, but number 44 from Chatfield is able to squeak out, shoots one high over the net. Puck still inside the Team Wyoming zone here, backhanded in deep, getting a partial change for Chatfield. And here comes Team Wyoming trying to pull this one out. It gets rejected back in from the blue line. I think that's Lou picking it up behind the net. She passes it up to her wing. It's to the center of the ice. And a shot comes in, but it goes left of the net. Puck's behind the net. From here, it looks like Chatfield is definitely setting up a nice little triangle there of opportunity. But I'm hoping that our girls have a little bit more coverage. Fiona's going to go in and challenge this one. She's the only one because it was a line change. Puck's on the near side boards. A battle coming. It looks like we're going to maybe get a puck into the middle here. So this one will come out of the zone. We've got Anna Anderson trying to stick handle her way. She puts it into the corner for Jade. Looking to set something up. We need to see here. I just couldn't get enough players down low, but Dottie's able to keep it in at the point. I guess that's one of the advantages of having a hefty blue line there is you got 3 people down on the blue line. It's tough to exit the zone, but it didn't give us many opportunities on the offensive end. This is an offside. That one went out and in pretty quickly, so our face-off will be just outside the Chatfield zone. Anna Anderson's going to take face-off. She's got Dottie and Mallory on wing. You got Ellie and Lou on the back end. Face-off won by Team Wyoming. Lou chooses to chip it in, and it's kept in by Mallory. Mallory's now got possession of it on the far side. She's looking for somebody right up front. She's got 2 options. Yes! There you go. That's a Dottie Brunner special right there. That was a good-looking play from the get-go. Nice job getting that puck out front. 1 shot, 1 on goal, sort of bounced out into the high slot. Dottie was right there and made no mistake getting that one up over the blocker side, I believe, of our goalie. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 1-1. We got us a game, 12:09 in the second period. I hadn't noticed it before, but the goalie here for Chatfield looks quite tall. I'd say that girl's pushing 6 feet. Yeah. Yeah, that the crossbar at 4 feet is right at the middle of her back. Yep. She is on skates, but still, that means, I mean, she's got a higher stature than our goalie currently. Not that height is all the game in goalie, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Here we go into the corner. So they got to keep her moving. Oh, Fiona gets a turnover. She's looking for a shot. Comes through. Little rebound comes into the corner. Jade's there. Jade tries to feather it down to Willow. Willow was covered by 49 on the white team. Kept in at the point by Lou. But it's picked up and brought out by Chatfield. On her knees comes Willow Koltiska through the center ice to break up that play. She's challenged on her way into the zone. Chatfield picks it up and takes it wide with Lou on her. Not a great opportunity on goal, but that was definitely some pressure to get it in deep. Chatfield's got one right in the slot. Ooh, misses the net. I don't think that one got through to Peyton. Behind the net, that's Lou Adams. Jade McWilliams here on the boards. Gets through, goes to Chatfield. Shot forward, but it's blocked by Ellie. Is that Kingsley maybe bringing it out? No, that was Willow. Willow gets it in deep. They wave off the icing because it was a slow roller and they had lots going back. Oh, that was 2 forecheckers go in. That's maybe not the drawn up play. But nonetheless, the puck comes back into the neutral zone. Chatfield does a little dust off and looks for a stretch pass into the corner. Just misses. Kingsley's back down there to pick it up. She decides to go around the net. She's being battled upon, though. She's got 2 white jerseys on her. Macy's in there to help her out, and Macy comes out with the puck. She's collapsed on quickly, so she passes nicely. And Macy gets it back. Macy's on the forehand. She passes it off to Mallory. Mallory now behind the net looking for options. She's going to try to pass. Oh, wow, what a backhand pass. Another great shot by Dottie. That was a really sweet pass by Mallory. Didn't see that one coming. Chatfield brings it back into their own zone. They take a shot down. It's off the glove of Peyton Earl and comes over into the far corner. Lou picks it up. She's across the blue line. Passes to Macy. Macy's down the middle again, looking for options. She decides just to take that shot. It's a yes! Oh, I thought that was going in on the rebound for Macy. It was a nice stinger of a shot, that first one. The goalie couldn't handle it. Fell down right in front. This one's up high. It's out of the zone. There's a little bit of a... What happened? A hand pass. Oh, I don't think that was really a hand pass, though. No, so the Team Wyoming catches a break on that one. That was handed down and passed by the player that handed it down to the other. But, hey, man, refs are people too, right? They make mistakes. We make mistakes. So we just hope the mistakes turn out our way more than the other way. All right, Fiona Morgan puts it back to the point. Fluttered in. Oh, nice little rebound right here. Looking for it, looking for it. Oh, some options there. Anna picks up the puck in the corner. Feathers it in front. That one comes back out. The only danger of getting 3 down low is that means you only got 2 out back for the turnaround here. But it looks like Team Wyoming is going to collect and gather and put it around. Fiona Morgan's got the puck. She passes it to the middle to Anna. Anna sure-handed. Puts it over to Jade. Jade is fast there, beats the icing, feeds it into the middle, hoping one of her friends is going to be there. She's angry at herself for that pass, but, you know, hey, sometimes you expect your teammates to be right where you want them to be. Here it goes, right in front. Jade gets a pass. Dottie almost had another shot. Man, she's in the right place at the right time more often than not. Chatfield gets it out of the zone. Rifles one in. This one's going to rally around behind the net into the near side corner. We got a defender there. Maybe it's Ellie fighting for it. Yep, Ellie's got a sticker on the ice. That's a very Ellie-looking play. Puck comes out. Had the opportunity for Chatfield to get that, so they wave off icing. I don't know if Mallory knew it was going to be waved off. Willow tries to get that same pass that Mallory just threw in the corner. Dottie goes for it. Puck's out to the point. Madison doesn't get all the stick on that one. Number 44. I seem to remember her number more often than almost anybody else's here skating up the ice. So worthwhile keeping an eye out for that player on Chatfield's team. Dottie drops her lumber, going to pick that up. There's a shot coming in, and Peyton calmly watches the rebound and puts her glove over top of it for a face-off. We're at 1-1 with 7:10 to go in the second period. It's a pretty good matchup here. We got Madison and Kingsley on the back end. I can tell that. Macy's out on the ice. Fiona Morgan and probably Jade McWilliams then. Yep, there's Jade going on the far side. Passes up the middle, just misses Macy. Fiona's going to try to back check that, and she does a good job of separating the puck, but the Chatfield player picks it back up again, and it goes off of Macy's shin pads. Chatfield collects the puck, though, again on the far side boards. She's at the hash mark. She goes back to her point. The player is able to zing one in. Wow, that was a pretty smart play by a defenseman who rallies it around the boards. That one came off funny off the kick plate there. All right, Puff's out of the zone. We're coming through the neutral here. Chatfield tries to just bash one up. They're now sitting on the puck in their own zone. This one goes in deep. Jade knows where it's going to be, so she's hunting it down. She passes backwards, hoping that Macy was going to be there. The puck's sent back into the zone, collected at middle ice. Back and forth. Looks like Anna Anderson's trying to fight for this one on the near side. Sometimes you just got to know when a play is over and what you got to do next. Here we go. Mallory's coming in. She decides to put on the brakes and spin one across. Feeds it in, pro style, into the top of the slot. Oh, what a nice back check there. Stops Dottie Brunner from another great shot on goal. Brunner or Bruner? Bruner, there you go. I'm sitting next to Dottie's dad, and I know I'm mispronouncing her name the whole time. Bruner. All right, Ellie picks it up behind the net. She reverses it. Oh, but a Chatfield player is there to pick it up, and we quickly steal it away. That one comes forward. Dottie chips it in. This one looks like it. No, it's not going to be an ice. Oh, it was Akers? Okay. All right. Here we go. Right in front. Jade gets an opportunity. Rebound off the pads. Goes behind the net. This is an opportunity, Fiona. You know you can win that battle. Oh, Ellie unfortunately steps on the discarded neck guard on the ice and falls out of the play. Yeah. Discarded, yes. I don't think anyone really loses those, right? They just happen to be tossed on the ground when they're sort of like a goalie shaking off the mask when they want to get a whistle. Here we go. Willow tries to challenge behind the net, but the breakout is coming fast from number 25. Going into the corner, that is Lou Adams. Fiona's fighting for it in the corner too here. Lou is going in with her one single chopstick, squeezing it between some legs. It just only comes out to the top of the face-off circle. A shot comes in and it's blocked in the midsection. So it doesn't get through. And here we go, breaking out now. This looks like maybe Willow coming in on the far side. Yep. Willow doesn't have a chance for a shot, so she looks in the middle for Jade. Jade was on the backhand on that. Dottie picks up the puck. Yep. Dottie gets a nice stick on that one to keep it from being a good, solid clear. So it's picked up by Team Wyoming. That's Kingsley Anderson. No relation to Anna Anderson, at least not that we know of. And Madison picks up the puck and isn't able to keep the momentum going. Puck gets sent back into the Team Wyoming zone. 3 minutes left in the second period. Here we go. Oh, I thought that was going to squeak through to Macy. Macy was looking for a break. Here we go. Oh, what a nice smart play that Dottie was trying to do there to chip it forward to either Macy or Mallory. Dottie's on the near side, gets it out of the zone. Guess that was Madison. These players are so far away, Paul. I can't even read their names. Exactly. And then when they decide to braid their hair, they all do it on the same day, so it doesn't help, right? It's like, I guess Madison's got her hair braided today, so we know that. Speaking of Madison, she picks up the puck behind the net. She passes it up along the boards. Macy's there to pick it up, but Chatfield collapses on them. Kingsley now has it in the far corner, gets it over to Mallory, but Mallory's not able to exit the zone. 1:58 left in the second, tied 1-1. Would really love for this puck to come down on this side of the ice here for the last 2 minutes. Here we go. A block with the shins, and Mallory is coming in with that one. Oh, Mallory gets taken down. I think that has to be an interference penalty, but I don't understand how that isn't. Yeah. Homer refs, what can you do? Lou's decided to take things into her own hand from the blue line. Oh, she just covered it up, cobraed the top of the puck there, but she might get a chance here still. Unselfishly, she gives it back. Oh, that was so close! Way to go to Anna. Back to the corner for Anna again. There is a little bit of pushing and shoving. These girls might not be used to getting pushed around like this. So, right in the middle. Stick down, Fiona Morgan. Come on. Here we go. Looking for it. Just take that. Oh, so close. It was a nice, smart play by Jade, but a little bit too much heat and bobble. Puck chipped far corner. This is not an ice. That's surprising. It looked like it would have been. Ellie, she takes no business from nobody. Puts the puck behind the net, and Fiona Morgan's there. The puck comes off of somebody here. Fiona's got to chip it up to herself. Now she's got it up to Macy or Jade. Jade cannot get that one through the wickets. 16 seconds to go here. Lou sees daylight. She tries to get it up to Jade. Jade gets it in her skates. That's deadly. 8 seconds to go. We now just want to get out of this zone here and get out of the period in a tie. And that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1. All right, it's a good game. Good game. Physical. I really can't believe that wasn't called there. That was like knee on knee right there. And yeah. All right. They are. I think they're maybe getting a little frustrated. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we had some good opportunities. I think they were taking your advice, even just, through osmosis here. Had a couple more opportunities. Dottie really had a couple. I mean, she was kind of right in that, just inside the hash marks right there. Yep. All right, we're coming back out here. This is going to be a spirited third period. 15 minutes of fun. Peyton's got her game face on. She must have just had some smelling salts. She's shaking her head off there, pro style. We got Willow, Dottie, Mallory on the front end. Kingsley and Madison on the back end. Face-offs won by Colorado or by Chatfield, but they lose the puck almost immediately. So the puck's sent in. I don't think this will be no ice. Didn't quite have the power to get all the way down there. Nice little strip there, right off the bat. Puck comes in and get an early shot on goal by Willow. If we can just get this one back to the point, there was an opportunity there, but it was fed down low, and Dottie almost had a chance. Dottie's still fighting for it. It's coming to the near side. Mallory's got to make that challenge. Flyby by Willow, but at least she's coming back into the defensive position when she saw that her D was pinching in. A shot from distance was tossed aside by Peyton Earl pretty easily. Let's see if they can get all the way out of the zone. Madison's got to chip this one up and forward. She's going to calmly do it right here and get it out of the zone. Is this not? Yeah, this is going to be off. That's what I thought. Yep. Mallory fires one in on goal. Yeah. There was a big line change there. Oh, and picked up at middle ice by Jade McWilliams. Fiona's got that puck, backhands it over, trying to get it to Macy Baker, but it just didn't connect. Comes down into our near side corner. Ellie's got it behind the net. She's looking for options. Passes forward to Fiona Morgan. Oh, we're not able to handle the pass on the backhand, though. Chatfield rejects it and puts it back into the zone. Ellie's coming to the near side boards. She's got the puck. She chips it over the blue line. At the very least, it's a regroup by Chatfield. Here comes Ellie again. Ellie's looking for Lou. Nope, she's going to punch it out herself, but it just goes into Chatfield's hands. Chatfield takes a shot, but it is off a couple shin pads. Ellie's looking for players. A little bit of miscommunication with Macy Baker. This one's not out of the zone. We really need to get a good exit of the zone here on this play, I think, ladies. And I just can't seem to get it over the blue line. Here we go. This should do it, Fiona. Oh, a whiff. Uh-oh. We don't like to get hemmed into our own zone too much here. Puck goes just wide of the net. Jade's able to finally get it out of the zone. Here we need some possession, though, in the neutral zone so that we can create a little bit of time and space for our team to get their wits about them. Ellie's still out here. She's collecting it behind the net. Reverses back over to Fiona. Fiona's just going to huck it, I think, right? No, she just gets it barely up the boards. Into the middle. It's picked up by Ellie and challenged by Chatfield. This is a sustained amount of pressure by Chatfield, which doesn't feel super amazing if you're a Team Wyoming fan. Here we go. Lou's got some space. She passes it to Fiona. Inner skates. Oh, my goodness. This is Keystone Cops all of a sudden here for Team Wyoming. No insults here. Just we can't seem to get a pass to connect. Here we go. Lou's going to get her mind about her. She's going to find some time and space. Passes it around the boards. There it is for Mallory. Mallory pushes it forward. This won't ice. This will get into the other zone. Get a line change out of this and hopefully get some momentum in our own direction. Nice job by Kingsley with a stick check. Anna Anderson comes up the center of her own zone right through the slot. She whiffs on a pass. Wow, someone put some Vaseline on these girls' sticks at the period break, I think. On the near boards, Chatfield breaks out. Good challenge by Kingsley. Tossed in by Anna Anderson, who's going to come in for a change. Puck's on that near side board, not able to keep in, but Madison will pick that up. She taps it forward to Willow. Willow's going to look for options. She's just going to go it alone to the front, gets a little bit of a shot on goal. At least puts pressure on the goalie to cause a offensive zone faceoff. That is what our team needed right there. Just some time in that other side of the ice, please. You got Fiona and Jade there with Willow on the front end. Madison almost kept that one in the zone, but Chatfield had some sure hands picking it up. A 2-on-1. Gobbled up by Peyton Earl. Way to go, Pato. Nice job, nice job. All right, face off right in front of us here. Let's see if we can see a spark of fire here in this Team Wyoming line. Face off won by Team Wyoming. Kingsley banks it off the boards, and it gets out. So it had a little moxie on it and tip-tapped over the stick of the defender at the blue line. It's brought back into the zone. Here comes Willow. She is on the hunt. She cuts to the middle. She splits two defenders, or two offensive forecheckers, I should say. Oh, Willow tried to come in with her body on that one. Fiona gets the puck, passes it forward, tries to find Jade. It's into the Chatfield zone. Wonder if fatigue is a little bit of a factor here for Team Wyoming. They have one less skater in this game than they had in the morning game. Madison challenging. Lou coming at that puck. She gets the heel of her stick on it. The girl goes down on her own. Lou just looking for wheels. She pulls it up the blue, or up the yellow. Crosses mid-ice. Decides to go wide. Puck is stripped, even though she had some good speed. Chatfield's in on